They say the worst cliche to start a story with is having your lead character wake up in bed. I don't know what to tell you. That's just how my day starts. Rest of my day is like any normal lonely guy whose best friend was kidnapped. I get my caffeine fix, and I drink my health shake. And that's not just today, that's every day. Which is today, that's right. So when time whipped me, I got Groundhog Day, Edge of Tomorrow, Palm Springs, Russian Doll. Those movies make it look fun. You know the drill. Every day is a repeat that only I remember. I live an empty life, absent of consequence with no sense of purpose. Can't die, can't age, can't get jacked. Can't leave the house or I get harassed by digital dweebs.
Detective Jim, would you care to comment on the case of your missing partner?
Rack off, you paparazzi scum!
People want to know, Detective!
No grey hairs, no forehead wrinkles. I'm trapped in hell. I don't know who put me here. But it's got to be the same guy who kidnapped my partner. Detective partners. We weren't in love. We were closer than that. The murder investigation police squad team. Case solvers, best friends. Sometimes I got carried away. But this day, Morgan got quite literally carried away.
Jim, I just,
We should have never gone southside. That night, I drank me guts orange on Fanta and started gargling coffee beans to stay awake. I also electrocuted myself while freebasing a potent mix of the world's strongest psychedelics. But the kids don't need to see that. That was the day the loop started, and the case hit a dead end. I tried. Every dingle-dang day, like a dog chasing its own tail. But its tail was a snake eating itself. Following the only clue at the scene, the Makita battery. Scoured through the phone book looking for tradies. Shribb just jumped online. Found a suspect. The handyman.
I got a job for you.
Yeah, mate, I do jobs. Makita only, though. If you're looking for a Ryobi, you're honking at the wrong goose.
Please, this requires Makita.
What do you need done? Hedges trimmed, fix a leaky faucet, chokeslam the Prime Minister's cat?
Nothing big like that. Kidnapping. Is that in your wheelhouse?
Not only is napping kids in my wheelhouse, it's in my wheel mansion.
Speaking of napping kids, you ever nap big kids? Adult ones?
What kind of handyman do you think I am?
The kind that might have kidnapped my partner, Detective Morgan.
He's a cop?
A pretend one.
Never seen him before. And even if I have, I couldn't tell you about him. Discretion's how I keep my integrity.
Lucky for me, I had 700 versions of the same day to figure out how to get him to talk.
Please. I don't have anything else.
I'll give you a 5-star Google review.
Yeah, I kidnapped that Detective Morgan fella, took him to Dickson Library, then the client picked him up.
Who was the client?
I don't know, an anonymous bloke. He calls on a blocked number. He's unidentifiable.
Damn it. I need a clue. Well, this story kind of just stops in its tracks.
Well, if it's worth anything to you, I mean, every time he called, there was inane chatter in the background, annoying male banter, but he never tells them to shut up. It's as if the dumb, obnoxious ramblings of men give him comfort.
He's a podcast freak.
And I knew just the guy who it might be.
Jim!
Today's different.
Detective Jim!
I'm ready to talk. Now why don't you show me to your little podcast studio?
It's nice to formally meet you. I've heard a lot about you. I think it's time we get you on record. For you see, I'm the Southside Snatcher.
Morgan! You're alive! Did he hurt you?
He's had me reading ads.
I'll kill him!
That won't be necessary. Take a seat. Welcome to the world's first real-time true crime podcast. Jim, you're the new co-host.
Now why would I want to talk to a A freak like you. A criminal. A podcaster.
You're going to talk to me for these 3 reasons. Number 1, the audience demands it. Number 2, well, you can arrest me straight afterwards. And number 3, I can help you with this time loop problem you're having.
So we recorded the final episode of this show, a true crime podcast series about the kidnapping of a pretend detective and his handsome partner's endless looping search. The only podcast hosted by the very same criminal subject it was studying, the self-named Southside Snatcher.
Use promo code SouthSnatch for 10% off your first order.
And at the end of the day, I realised what it was all about. Not about downloads or ads for Squarespace.com, but about finding my sense of purpose.
Alright guys, well as fun as this has been, let's wrap this up. We just need the closing audio for the finale. Jimbo, arrest me.
By the power vested in me by the ACT Government Private Eye Association, I hereby announce you arrested.
Nailed it.
Yes. And like that, I was out of the loop. Whether you're cracking some heads, cracking some cases, or cracking some jokes with the fellas, nothing can break the sick monotony of life like slurping down the warm soup of male friendship. So if you're looking for a sense of purpose, find it available on all good podcast platforms. I've been your host, Jim, and this has been the final episode of...
Wait. Did we remember to put an SD card in there?